All right, so damn, I got news like everybody else. We lost a legend, man. We lost a legend, and I took it really hard because if you look at if you look at the way my trajectory is, it's like me and this dude was cut from the same cloth. Both of us was sexual alphas. Both of us got 4 books out right now. The Alan Rogers, he might have more, but he got 4 main books. We all know about More One and all that other stuff. Uh, and it was like a lot of stuff. I didn't learn about Alan Rogers until the beef with him and AMS and whoever else was going on. When I first got on YouTube, I wanted to start to see what the competition was. Even though I knew I was a young guy, I was at the bottom, starting off trying to make it to the top. I knew that my content was legendary. So I never worried about the numbers. I said, okay, when the numbers come, the numbers going to be there. Long as I got the content. The content was A1. The content could compete with anybody in the game. So one of the first guys I found out about was Alan Roger when he was beefing with AMS. And Alan Roger was like, he gave AMS some game about, like, why you putting all your good content on YouTube? Put some of that stuff on Patreon. Stop putting everything on YouTube, and then, you'll make some money. AMS took his advice, and, AMS made him a pretty good chunk of change from that. Which, like, half the stuff AMS say, like, you don't really, I ain't mad at nobody for paying for it, but dude ain't really teaching nothing. He teaching elementary type shit. He just saying it differently, and he's saying it with, a sense of humor, I guess, the average simp can relate to, but dude ain't really dropping no science, no knowledge or nothing. One thing I like about Alan Roger Currie, out of all these cats in this dating field thing, that he was the only one that I know of right now that actually brought something to the game. He brought the Mode 1 to the game. You figured that out. So that's why I had respect for him. He had credibility. A lot of these other cats ain't really got no credibility. Like you showed me some with Alan Roger Currie, I'm like, okay, I really don't really need no receipts from this guy. I could recognize his vibe. I could tell this guy was actually doing what he had to do in the game. At the end, he got married and started his family. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do, especially towards the end. You start getting health problems. You start to age out of the game. You got to get your old lady. You got to settle down. You got to get rid of your womanizing. Alan Roger Currie was the ultimate womanizer, and I respect him for his womanizing. He brought that to the game, and he represented the womanizing better than anybody I ever seen represent the Romanizer before in this game, in the history of this game. But so before I go into what I want to say and how I feel about this subject, I just want to set the mood. And, we're going to set the mood with some music that I know Alan Roger would have been proud of. Let's get into this game. Damn. Every time I think about all the little freaky things you do. This that Mode 1 shit right here, man. You feel me?
Make me wanna touch you, girl, and make me wanna push me into you.
I know Alan Roger was. I know this was his shit right here, man.
Even though I'm taking out this paper, girl, that's all you gotta
do. This that old school player shit, though.
Never had a love so good, and baby, I'm glad that you are my boo.
Let's make love. Oh, shit.
Like the very, very
you got the vibe of this shit here, man. I wanna make love. That's how you tell a woman you wanna smash.
Can I feel you let the music from behind?
Yeah. Make love.
Yeah. I wanna hear you tell me that it's all mine, 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 mine.
Can we make love? That's the plan. Can we make love? Can we make love? Can we make love? Feels so good to be inside. I'm glad you let me in between your thighs. That's some player shit, man.
Let me lead you up and down, please your body till you scream out my love. Toss your body,
got so much pussy to this song, man. Hey.
Baby, tell me that.
Hey, break that shit down for me. Can we make love? Can we make
Well, it's been a while since I've had someone turn me on from head to toe. You're all I need. So let's make love. Cause baby, me so horny, me love you a long time.
Oh shit, when I want to hear that shit now. Can we make love? When I want to say, baby, be so horny. Hey, what? If you fuck a bitch to that song, when you say, baby, be so horny, me like you, she gon' bust a nut at that part every time. She gon' bust a nut.
I need you.
Can we make love?
If you want me to, let me hear you say Do you want my love, baby?
If you want one, like my dog say, you gon' ride to this. This that mode one shit, man. This that mode one shit. This ain't that mode two, that mode three, that mode. This that mode motherfucking one shit.
Can we make love? I need to know, can we make love?
Can we make love? Shit, damn, huh? Goddamn Tuck came down my house singing that shit, though. R.I.P. Allen, man, you know, damn. Real one lost on this one, man. All right, cool. So what's going on, Free Game Nation? You know, we had to bring this thing in the right way, man, for Allen Roger Currie on this Mode 1 tip. Damn, this, you know, Kevin Sayer just passed, and now you turn around and you got ARC going out the game. And this is just crazy, man. You know, the red pill community is taking hits in the leadership sector. But man, it is what it is, man. You know, them boys, they was some good guys, man. So R.I.P. to them cats. What I want to say is this though, you know, because a lot of people were stealing a lot of stuff Allen Roger Currie did, and I didn't find out about dude until I got on YouTube and I started researching, you know, the other top cats that was in this field of giving self-help and being relationship gurus, and Allen Roger Currie was one of the guys that came across my path, and I saw a couple of his videos, and he used to do a lot of rant videos, calling a lot of people out, especially when he felt like people was taking his stuff, which you could clearly see a lot of people, like the whole Mode 1 thing, dude, he monopolized that, he capitalized off of that, and like everybody else is pretty much, they on his wave now, so you know a lot of people gonna try to take over and be the forefront guys for that. I just want to say this to you guys about that, man. You got to be careful. Allen Roger Currie come from an old school. You know, that's why I played that song, that Can We Make Love song. You know, it's better. You can't really be Mode 1 like that no more. Back in the 80s and the 90s, you know, that was cool. You can't really be Mode 1 like that no more. Because let's say, man, I'm gonna tell you why. This not even me dissing Allen Roger Currie, because his advice was sound advice, and you got a lot of cats taking over. I'm not gonna say no names. They're giving the same advice that Allen Roger Currie was giving. They say, just tell a woman you want to fuck. Tell her, say, can we fuck? Let's fuck. I just want to fuck. You know what I mean? You meet a bitch. Hey, we fucking or what? We fucking or not? I'm telling you. Especially you guys who have dreams of becoming somebody one day. Especially you guys who got any kind of ambition of making something one day. You don't want to get a persona, a public reputation of being a can we fuck dude. You don't want that to be your reputation. Because then it becomes that much easier for somebody to bring up an assault allegation in case you become somebody and you do something you ain't supposed to do outside of what the people who place you in whatever position you was placed in wanted you to do. So now you just make it that much easier for somebody to bring you down. A lot of these cats on YouTube preaching that shit, they better hope they don't never come up on no real money. I'm telling you, they better hope they don't never come up on no real money, because I'm telling you, you got hoes in line waiting to say, oh yeah, this guy's sexually assaulting me. This guy's sex. Because now you can get a sexual assault case. It's a 10-year-old boy hugged the teacher, and the teacher tried to get this boy. She walked up and hugged this goddamn boy in front of class, in front of everybody. And then she gonna try to say the boy grabbed a titty, and the boy, and they actually arrested this boy. And I don't know if they dropped the case or not, but 10-year-old boy. I told y'all my whole Playerism book series is based on this goddamn Me Too shit. My whole Playerism book series is based on this Me Too shit. I go back to the thing with Alan Roger Currie when he was giving AMS the advice about, man, don't put all your game on, because I learned, like, when I was researching these people, I learned a lot from a lot of people. I give out some names of people I learned. I learned from ARC. I learned the business side of the YouTube from ARC. I also learned a lot of business from Lucario. I like how Lucario, he'll do shows every damn day saying the same shit, but he'll save his specialized information and place that behind a paywall of a Patreon or a Bad Boy membership. But he'll come on YouTube and say the same shit every day. You know, that's a great way to stay relevant and keep your content in front of the people. Professor Jokasey, I can't do that. I can't do that. You know, I learned that lesson in business. That's a great lesson to know. For anybody else who's trying to get into YouTube, you know, you want to keep your specialized information behind the paywall. You want to keep your specialized information behind the paywall. Jokasey can't do that because damn near everything I say is specialized information. It's like the most frustrating thing with my book, with my Playerism book series right now, is that I'm like, I got 2 more series of books that I want to write, but I can't get to those series of books, because I'm still finishing up this Playerism. This Playerism is taking so goddamn long, but when you're doing a series of books, and I'm 4 books in, I'm already 2,000 pages written. 4 books. So you see, I can't try to hide special information behind the paywall because it's too much. I got too much special information. The game is infinite. The game don't stop. I got another series of books that I'm ready to get on, but I can't get on because, you know, I really tried to do 7 books in 1 year. But that was from a dude who never wrote a book in his life. So once I started writing books, then I started realizing, hey man, you can't put these books out like this. It take time to put out a book. It's the reason why you got a lot of authors who you know, put books out bi-yearly. You know what I'm saying? Like go 2-3 years without putting out a book. It's the reason why, because there's so much goes into just writing one book that if you never wrote a book, you'll never understand. So that's my problem. I got too much information. I couldn't hold this shit up if I wanted to hold it up. It'll start spilling out all over the place. But I learned from these guys. I learned how they did their business. I may not agree with their tactics. I may not agree with their dating advice. But I did look at the way they did business before I hopped into this rat race sector of YouTube, where we all getting pimped by YouTube. We all just, at the end of the day, all content creators are nothing more than strippers dancing for tips. They just dance with their words. All content creators are nothing more than strippers. YouTube is a strip club, and whoever owns Google, that's the strip club owner, and he let the dancers come on his platform and dance for tips. So this is why no content creator on YouTube ever say anything bad about somebody being a trick and they work for free. Nobody on YouTube should ever say anything about nobody being a tricking and you on YouTube doing content create for free. You know? YouTube ain't even tricking off on us. So that's that. But let me get back to what I was trying to say, man. This guy, man, another thing, like this gonna be my last video of the year. I got that from Alan Roger. Alan Roger take a break, and and he always come back because he had so much shit to say. It was hard for him to stay away when he wanted to take his break because he had so much game to teach. So he had to come back and be like, all right, man, I know I told you motherfuckers I wasn't going to do no more books. I mean, no, I wasn't going to do no more videos, but I got to drop something else. So, like, I respect the dude. Dude had credibility. Dude had the game. Dude had the game of a sexual alpha. He had the game of the womanizing. I respect him for that. In my opinion, Alan Roger Currie is the world's greatest womanizer. So, RIP to that dude, man. But I got to come back to this Mode 1 shit. That was some great game that he dropped. And it was great for the time that it came out in the 90s, where, you had people like Luke doing songs like, hey, we want some pussy. And that was the vibe. Everybody was just coming out of the sexual revolutions of the 60s. We were just coming out of disco where everybody was getting high and doing drugs and having sex, and, everything was open. We're going in reverse now. All those doors are getting closed now. Maybe we'll have another sexual revolution in another 10, 20 years. Who knows? But right now, that's not the case. It's a shit ton of sex going on. It's going to always be a shit ton of sex going on, no matter what decade or era that anybody live in. But we got to understand the game is getting played a little bit differently now. The game is getting played a little bit differently now. So you can't be that open with it, man. Like I tell one thing about, I tell anybody, man, you never have to tell a woman you want to have sex with her. Because the moment you talk to this woman, she knows that you want to smash her. This is what happens when a man come out and tell a woman. Cause I be watching these shows. I be seeing a lot of guys be like, man, and they always tell y'all the same thing. Did you tell the woman you want to smash? Are you trying to smash? Alan Roger Currie do the same shit. Tell the bitch you want to fuck. Be direct. All that. So, Alan Roger Currie, he the grandfather of that. A lot of guys copy and pasting what he was doing. This is the problem with that, fellas. The moment you tell a woman you want to talk, this woman knows that you want to have sex with her. She don't need you to tell her that you want to have sex. She needs you to show her why she should have sex with you. So asking a woman, can you have sex, is useless. The farthest I would go to asking a woman, can we have sex after we done hooked up, and this is only the first time. This is only the first time. Like, if I hook up with a bitch on the first time, if we leaving the whatever we at, whatever, establishment we went to for that night or whatever we decided to do, on the way home in the car, I might put on one of those songs like I played at the beginning of the show. When she come in my house and she see the candles lit and, I got the slow jams, you might hear something from R. Kelly. R. Kelly gonna tell you that we about to do some fucking. It ain't gonna be me. Cause you know I wanted to fuck the moment I came up and I asked for your number. The moment I came up and asked you for your name. You knew I wanted to fuck. So my actions are gonna be leaned towards fucking. Like when we hug, I might hug you, a little bit more provocative. I might squeeze you a little bit tighter. You know what I'm saying? I might say my words the way I say my words in a suggestive thing. But a woman that never hear me ask her the fuck. A woman hear me ask her for some money. Cause that's just that macking. That macking ain't gonna never go away. So the last thing a woman is guarding around Professor Jokasey is her pussy. Around Professor Jokasey, a woman is guarding her resources. She like, goddamn, this guy's slick. This guy's a smooth talker. This guy gonna talk me out of house and home. She ain't worrying about me talking her out of no pussy. She knew I wanted the pussy the moment I came and I hollered at her. So, we already established that it's going to be some fucking. Now, what we going to do past the sex? That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm trying to teach you guys to get past the sex. I'm trying to teach you guys can't get to the sex because you guys too focused on the sex. The moment a woman is dealing with a man and she realizes that man is past the sex, she realized she can't control this man through sex. She realized she can't, Alan Roger Currie, he had one book. What the name of that book was called? I think it was called The Possibility of Sex. I believe Alan Roger Currie wrote a book called The Possibility of Sex. Once a woman realized that you don't give a damn about the possibility of sex, but that woman still wants to interact with you, now that woman, you put that woman on a whole different level of thinking when she dealing with you towards your interaction. Now she's trying to get you to only focus on the sex because she knows you don't care. She knows you past the sex. So if you pass the sex, now she got to say, oh shit, hold up. I got to get him to only focus on the sex. So now she going to throw the pussy at you. She going to throw the pussy at you. Like a bitch come to my house, she hear that silk, can we make love? And I'm just chilling. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, when I hug you, I'm already around you. I'm fucking you while I'm hugging you. And I ain't kissing. I don't do no kissing. Professor Jokasey don't do no kissing. The only woman I kissed in the last 10 years was a woman who had my child. I don't do no kissing. So that's another thing. Like, y'all be talking about going in for kisses. Man, you don't know what these females do with their mouth, man. You know what I mean? Who they done put their mouth on. Nah, man, I kiss you on your neck. I kiss you on your titty. Like, I done had a bitch at me one time. She said, you done kissed me everywhere but my lips. I said, yeah. You like, yeah, okay. What you mean, bitch? I ain't kissing you. I don't know you, bitch. Your breath might stink. No, you know what I mean? Like, what? You can't kiss me, baby. You can kiss my chain. Shout out to Gucci Man. Gucci Man told that bitch, you gotta be a dime piece just to look at the rock in my timepiece. But yeah, man. You know, shout out to Alan Roger Currie, man. Alan Roger Currie came and he changed the game. And I truly feel like, you know, from one sexual alpha to another sexual alpha, I feel like Alan Roger Currie passed me the torch. And I got to do this thing a little bit bigger, and I got to do it a little bit better. You know, because they don't make the same model TVs. TVs get thinner over time. TVs get faster over time. TVs can process more information over time. And Alan Roger Currie was the one that, you know, he put a spin on this thing, man. He actually gave credibility to the dating coach game. Because for a long time, dating coach scene was just a whole bunch of clowns. A whole bunch of clowns doing the pickup shit. And then now, since the pickup artists got a bad stigma about it, guys trying to act like they not pickup artists no more. But they still giving the same advice that pickup artists give us. Now, I mean, we're not pickup artists. That's that POA pickup shit. That cause motherfuckers understand that the pickup artist game is lame. So you had cats like Alan Roger came and he didn't run away from that. He was like, I'm a womanizer. I pick up bitches. I'm mode one. While everybody else was running away from it, yeah, no, I'm mode one. This the game. So salute the bro, man. Salute the bro, man. It's sad, man. I hate to hear about people passing and you know, leaving children behind. Cause that's a child that has to grow up without the father. But man, you know, one thing that he did that I salute, he wrote those books. This is why Professor Jokasey is writing these books. So that child is gonna know his father through his father's work. That child gonna know his father was a player. That child gonna know the game. That child is gonna know the game. That child gonna be equipped to deal with the game because his father left his legacy. His father left his spirit in those books, so his spirit can speak through his child, man. So I salute dude for that. And it's, you know, it's a sad occasion, sad situation. But, you know, Professor Joe just had to come out here and speak on that, man, and you know, and give my condolences, man. R.I.P. to the homie, the world's greatest womanizer, man. That was Alan Roger. I'm out of here.